Hello, Peter here, your Pinoy accountant. So, very quick video lang. This is about yung 1701Q first quarter ITR ng mga BMB taxpayers. So, madami nagtatanong is paano ba i-file yung 1701Q ng isang BMBE? So, first, yung tanong ko dyan is, nasa COR or Certificate of Registration ba ninyo yung 1701Q? If yes, yung una nyo pwedeng gawin dyan, actually, pag BMBE kasi, walang, supposed to be walang 1701Q. Yung sa BMBE is yung 1701, yung annual ITR lang. But if ever, nasa COR nyo, or Certificate of Registration yung 1701Q, yung pwede nyo gawin is, pumunta kayo sa inyong RDO at pwede nyong i-clear or itanong ninyo kung bakit may 1701Q yung inyong COR at kung pwede ba itong tanggalin. If ever, wala talaga tayong choice at kailangan talaga natin mag-file ng 1701Q, yung suggestion ko dyan, yung ating alternative is to file yung zero. Zero filing na tayo na tax due for our 1701Q first quarter for our BMBE. So yung video natin for today, ipapakita ko sa inyo kung paano ba mag-zero filing for our 1701Q first quarter ITR ng isang BMBE taxpayer. So, let's start. So, first is kailangan natin gumawa ng ating income statement so that mas madali natin i-transfer yung data from here punta sa ating income tax return. So, yung ginawa natin dito is yung first quarter again is from January hanggang March. January, February, March yung ating kailangan na data. So, ito yung ating income statement. So, in our previous video, i-click nyo lang yung link natin in our description. Mas detailed kung diniscuss kung paano natin makukuha yung mga figures dito, yung gross sales, yung sales returns, allowances, yung cost of goods sold, pati na din yung mga itemized deduction or yung mga allowable deductions for a BMBE taxpayer. So, ito yung ating na-compute na income statement for the quarter ending March 31, 2025. So, yung ating gross sales, ito nakalagay, net sales, 541,500. And then cost of goods sold, 285,000. That would give us a gross income of 256,500. And then yung mga itemized deduction natin, kagaya ng rentals, salaries, wages, and allowances, taxes and licenses, and other expenses na din. So yung kabuuan nito is 165,900 and that would give us income before income tax of 90,600. And yung BMB, again, is 0% tayo sa income tax. So, yung provision for income tax natin is 0. So from here, let's fill out yung 1701Q first quarter for our BMBE taxpayer. So open natin yung ating EBIR form offline. So ito, i-install nyo lang. Actually, may bagong version yung offline EBIR form na package ng BIR. Version 7.9.5 na yung ating current version. So, i-install niyo and then i-open niyo. And then, input nyo lang yung details nyo, yung sa TIN, RDO code, line of business, taxpayer's name. So, lahat ng details na nandito is nandun sa COR naman ninyo. So, let's start. So, pipiliin natin is itong BIR Form 1701Q version 2018. Ayan. So, dalawang Q, yung version 2018 yung pipiliin natin. I-click ninyo and then i-click nyo yung fill up. And then, okay. So, ito na yung form itself, the 1701Q for the year 2025 na tayo. And then, yung quarter is, again, first quarter to, January, February, March. Amended return, this is no. Number of sheets attached, leave it 0 na lang. And then, part 1, background information ng taxpayer. So, na-pre-filled na yung mga other data dito from our yung pag-fill out natin kanina ng ating mga details. So, yung TIN, RDO code. So, dito na tayo sa taxpayer type. So, for our BMBE, dito tayo sa single proprietor. And then, for number 8 naman, ATC, BMBE, again, is business income. And for pag BMBE kasi automatic na yun na itemized deduction. So, graduated income tax rates tayo. So, piliin natin itong business income, graduated IT rates. So, check nyo lang ano yung mga kailangan pa na ibang details. So, may taxpayer name na, registered address, zip code, and dito tayo sa date of birth. So, month, yung una, nakalagay dyan, yung kanyang format, month, day, and then year. 1995. So, yung email address, naka-fill out na. And citizenship, of course, Filipino. And then foreign tax number, if applicable. So, zero, leave it blank. And then claiming foreign tax credit, again, no. In most cases na hindi yan nag-apply sa atin. So, tax rate, again, graduated rates per tax table yung gagamitin natin. And then the method of deduction is the itemized deduction. I-click lang ninyo, itemized deduction. And then punta na tayo dito sa part 2. Background information of spouse. So, i-fill out nyo lang yung details yan, yung spouse's TIN, kung ano yung applicable sa inyo if ever you are married or you have a spouse. So, if fill out lang ninyo yan if you are married. So, if hindi naman, proceed tayo sa part 3. So, sa part 3 naman, kita ninyo is wala pang laman or wala pang information dahil hindi pa natin na-fill out yung mga details na kailangan in our page 2. So, 0 pa lang yan. So, mamaya, once naka-fill out na tayo ng mga details dun sa page 2, magkaka-figures. So, automatic niya i-compute yung tax due ninyo and yung inyong, if ever, may mga tax payable pa kayo. In our case, again, BMBE, walang tax due and wala din tayong income tax payable dapat. So, ito, let's proceed to our next page. So, for our BMBE, dito tayo sa Schedule 1 for graduated IT rates. So, number 36 is the sales revenue receipts. So, nakalagay dito net of sales returns, allowances, and discounts na. So, yung net na yung ilalagay natin. So, again, balikan natin yung ating Excel file. So, yung net sales natin is 541,500. Lagay natin, 541,500. And then, cost of sales is 285,000. 285,000. And then, dito tayo sa allowable itemized deductions. Again, na-summarize na to natin. Ayan, yung sa rental salaries, taxes, licenses, and other expenses, yung total niya is 165,900. So, lagay natin 165,900. So, kita ninyo, yung net income natin for this quarter is 90,600. And add taxable income or loss previous quarter. So, this is the first quarter pa. So, 0 lang yung ilalagay natin. And for non-operating income, if may mga other income kayo, aside dun sa business income ninyo, dito nyo ilalagay. So, in most cases, 0 yung ating ilalagay dyan. And then, number 44, amount received share in income by a partner from GPP. So, in most cases, 0 din yan unless isa kayong partner ng isang, for example, accounting firm. So, pag may mga share kayo ng income, dyan nyo ilalagay. So, 0 lang yung ilalagay natin dyan. So, that would give us itong total taxable income of 90,600. And yung tax due nyan, if you will use the table, 0. Because sa baba, you can actually see yung tax table dito sa baba. If not over 250,000 yung taxable income nyo, yung tax due nyo is still 0%. Kaya in our case, 0% and 0 yung tax due natin. So pag babalikan nyo yung page 1, ayan, 0 yung tax dues, 0 lahat dahil wala pa tayong payable. But what if mas mataas or nag-exceed na tayo sa 250,000 for our first quarter? Let's say 1 million yung ilalagay natin. Pagka-input natin ng 1 million dito sa ating sales revenue receipts and fees, automatic niya i-compute yung ating gross income, again, 715,000. And kita nyo dito, may net income tayo na 549,100. So, yung total taxable income natin is 549,100. And may tax due na tayo na 52,320. So, yung nakaganda dito sa ating EBIR form is automatic niyang kinumpute yung ating tax due. So, hindi nyo na kailangan imano-mano to check yung table mismo. So, automatic na dito. Yung tax due natin is 52,320. But again, BMBE tayo, supposed to be wala tayong tax due, income tax exempt tayo. So yung gagawin natin, since may nakalagay dyan na tax due na 52,000, so pupunta tayo dito ngayon sa ating tax credits and payments. So puntahan nyo lang dito, punta kayo sa number 61, itong other tax credits / payments. So lagay nyo lang dyan is BMBE tax exempt kayo. Ayan. And yung amount niyan, yung equivalent nung tax due, which is 52,320. So yung overall, yung net effect niyan, kita nyo dito, yung tax payable natin is magiging 0, which is tama naman because BMBE, again, wala tayong tax, wala tayong income tax. So, tax payable natin, yung tax due natin kanina is 52,320 at naglagay tayo dito ng other tax credit na BMBE tax exempt for the same amount, 52,320. So, that would give us itong tax payable na 0. So, balik tayo sa ating page 1. So, dito sa page 1, kita nyo dito sa total tax payable, yung nabanggit natin kanina, yung tax due, 52,320. Nag-tax credits tayo. Tax credits natin, again, yung BMBE tax exempt for the equivalent for the same amount, 52,320. That would give us the tax payable of 0. So, 0 lang yung income tax natin due, payable for the BMBE taxpayer. So, yun lang yung ating video for today. Pinakita ko sa inyo. Paano ba if BMBE kayo and then may 1701Q kayo, which is wala naman talaga dapat. So, again, yung first option natin is punta kayo sa RDO and tanungin nyo if pwede ba tanggalin yung 1701Q dahil 1701 or the annual ITR lang yung isasubmit or required for a BMBE taxpayer. So, yung second natin, if wala na talaga tayong option, especially ngayon, malapit na yung deadline is May 15. So, ito yung suggestion ko is mag-zero filing na lang tayo. So, pagkatapos yung makompute yan, wag nating kalimutan i-save. And then, okay, click yung validate. Ayan, validation successful. Ayan, click on edit if you wish to modify your entries. If okay naman lahat, i-print ninyo. And then, i-submit din ninyo. Ayan, please ensure that you have internet. Are you sure you want to submit? I-okay ninyo. And if mag-error, i-submit nyo ulit, i-try nyo ulit hanggang mag-notify dyan na successfully na-send or na-submit ninyo inyong 1701Q. And then mag-i-email naman ito ng tax return receipt confirmation. So, i-check nyo yung email ninyo. And then, yun, i-save nyo lang yun. And then, pwede nyo i-print to PDF so that may file copy kayo ng inyong final na 1701Q for the first quarter. So, again, yun lang yung ating video for today. My name is Peter, your Pinoy accountant. If may mga tanong kayo, just comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Pinoy Accountant. And i-share nyo yung ating mga videos, especially dun sa mga BMBE and small and micro taxpayers so that matutulungan din sila kung paano mag-compute or mag-file ng kanilang own income tax return. So again, thank you very much and I'll see you again next time.